Hey, Editor Blub here. Yes, this video is a little bit longer than usual. I was not expecting this creative net map to take as long as I thought it would, but it's really good for you to watch this if you're interested in watching me play Alan Wake 2 when I live stream it. It kind of tells you a backstory of what happened in the first game so it can catch you up to speed when you're playing the second one. So if you're watching my stream, you know what's going to be happening, and this is just a great creative map. All right, on to the show. Welcome, ladies and gentlefish. I'm your host, Mr. Blob, and today we're going to be playing a Fortnite creative map called Alan Wake Flashback. It was made by a whole bunch of different creative teams, published by Epic Games themselves, and Epic Games did make Alan Wake themselves. So I've played the first game through completion, and I have also played the DLC. The DLC I feel is an almost necessary thing to play, as it continues the story, in my opinion, has a better ending than the original game does itself. So, let's get into this. Oh, the flashlight, just like the game. Alright, here we go.
In a horror story, the victim keeps asking why.
Bro, what the heck? This is insane. It's literally him.
The unanswered mystery is what stays with us the longest, and it's what we'll remember in the end.
The dark place.
My name is Alan Wake. I'm a writer.
Bro, I listened to your name.
I found myself in a horror story of my own making.
Bro, I listened to you talk for like so long. Departure. Oh my gosh, it's exactly like that, the game. This is absolutely incredible. No way, they have a thermos.
I wrote crime novels starring a fictional detective named Alan
This is
Casey.
insane.
But then I killed off Casey.
This is insane. It's just like the house from the game. Exactly like it. This is so cool, dude. Bro, I'm collecting the thermoses just like the game. What the heck? The sudden stop of Alan Wake is... Now what? Bro, this is actually incredible. This is why Creative 2.0 is great. Remember? Oh my gosh, this is weird. It's exactly like the game.
Now you can't even talk to me? I need to write something different. Something new, but nothing works. I can't take it.
Alan, you've been working on this for over 2 years. You need a break. I heard about this peaceful little town. It'll be the perfect place to clear your head.
Man. It's interesting because they're telling the story in order.
Quiet town in Washington. Just what I needed. First, we stopped at the local diner to get our cabin key from the landlord.
This is weird, man. I'm playing Bogstick. I would be playing Alan Wake, but he doesn't release an item shop until October 26th, the day before the game came out. Man, they got everything down. This is weird. See, now a lot of people would have known what to do there, but I've played the game and know exactly what to do. Remember? Yes, sure.
As soon as
Is it gonna show Rose?
Rose
Yes,
recognized
Rose. There she
me. She
is.
was my biggest fan. Had all my books. After she made me promise her an autograph, I asked about the landlord. Rose said he must have gone to the restroom.
And then she goes in the back and, like, meets a creepy lady. I know I probably shouldn't be... I shouldn't be, you know, spoiling everything, but... Another thermos. I know it's called a flask in this, but they're called coffee thermoses in the game. And this is where the Anderson brothers sit in the game, and then you kick the jukes box to play one of their favorite songs, the song Coconut. And then there's a lady right here that's like, don't go in there, or whatever. If you guys have played the game, you know what I'm talking about. I know my stuff.
I checked the back of the diner. It was dark, foreboding. The kind of place that made your skin itch. That's when Barbara Jagger appeared. An older woman in a vintage funeral gown, like something out of a 1960s horror novel. She said the landlord hadn't been able to make it and handed me the cabin key. She insisted she'd come by later to check on us and to meet Alice.
This is weird how good this is in Fortnite. Yeah, this is
Alice and I drove
weird.
through the majestic landscape to our cabin. The little wooden house stood alone on a tiny island near the shore of Cauldron Lake, in the bowl of an impressive caldera.
When am I gonna see Thomas Zane? Yeah, see these street lamps in the game, they're checkpoints.
It's gorgeous, Alan.
It's something, all right.
Bro,
Are you sure you read the directions
why is
right?
Bog Stick here? It's
Nothing
just
like
so
it.
weird.
It said near the lake, not on it.
It was a beautiful place. I told myself I could rest here, sleep here, forget about my work.
Can I jump in the...
Thought we could be happy.
Can't do that in the game. At least I don't think, because I wasn't stupid enough to jump in the lake like I did just there, but don't worry about it. Do they even have the how accurate is this? Do they have the generator in the house back here? They don't. This game isn't, this creative map isn't accurate. Bad game design.
I'm upstairs. I have a surprise for you.
Remember again.
Surprise.
Alice, what is this?
I guess I have a small confession to make. I thought maybe you could...
I'm wondering if he's gonna say GD in this.
Everyone keeps...
Hey, just hear me out. There's a local doctor, Dr. Hartman. I read a book of his. He has a private clinic here. He specializes
now
in
you wanna
helping
get me
artists.
committed?
No, it's not like that. That's not...
Oh, the woman showed up, Barbara Yeager.
Alan?
Don't! Just don't! I don't want to hear it!
Oh, they didn't say GD in it. That's interesting. Oh, she's screaming. Oh, now we check, and she's at the bottom of the lake. Haha. It is interesting because it seems like they used the old graphics from the original game instead of the remaster. I can just tell by how more unpolished they are because I played the remastered of the game.
On a forest road. I felt like I had woken up from one nightmare only to find myself in another. I remember diving in after Alice. So how was I here?
I'm wondering how long this is because it's a pretty lengthy story. So what the... Huh? Why is my Fortnite? I think your game's broken. Oh, another manuscript.
The loose sheets of paper were pages from a manuscript entitled Departure.
He said the thing.
That was the name I'd planned to use for the next novel I'd never gotten started. I was named the author. I hadn't written it. I couldn't remember writing it. Departure by Alan Wake.
Oh, this is weird. This is like the entire game in all of Fortnite. This is bizarre. This is so cool. This is probably going to be a longer video, guys. Hope you're up for that.
The Taken stood before me. It was impossible to focus on it, as if it stood in a blind spot caused by a brain tumor and eye disease. I was terrified. I squeezed the flashlight like my life depended on it, willing it to stop coming any closer. Suddenly something gave, and the light seemed to shine brighter.
The Taken, by the way, are a bunch of shadow people.
No sense. A fragment of some demented horror story.
boat moments. And this is definitely a shorter version of the game because it takes at least 11 hours to even try and beat it. So can't wait for that giant thing to come alive. Or is that going to be Mr. Carl
I
Stuckey?
realized that the shadowy figure was the character from the page I just found. The Taken. A man
Yeah,
taken over
Stuckey.
by a creature of supernatural darkness called the Dark Presence.
Otherwise known as the landlord that they were going to get their keys from. He was taken from the darkness. Get it? Just pushed him away because you actually have to fight him as a boss in the game. Oh, that's fun. We're gonna see him on the TV going insane.
All right. I'll keep writing. Outside, there's only darkness. Outside the cabin, outside the story, there's only darkness. I can feel her presence in the dark. Just now, I could smell her perfume in the room.
This is
I'll
weird,
nurture and
bro.
fix it up. I'll bring her back. The story will.
It's just so weird how this is so amazingly good in Fortnite.
I would come to realize the lake does something to works of art created here. It lifts the story from the page and gives it form. Turns fiction into terrible truth. The manuscript was becoming real.
Alright, here's
I tried
number
to hold on
3.
to Alice, but her form melted away. I was losing control. Dr. Hartman stood in her place. I wanted to hit him, but my arms were jelly. He smiled. It was a reassuring smile, and I hated him for it. You're a patient in my clinic. Have been for a while now.
There you go, Alan.
This is honestly really good for you guys
Phil,
to know what happened in the first game.
what? No, you... I found myself stuck in Cauldron Lake Lodge, Dr. Hartman's clinic. He tried to convince me I was a patient of his, that I had imagined everything. I knew he was lying. Soon enough, his true colors would be revealed.
Indeed he was.
It's okay, Alan. Just let go.
Don't let the flame die!
The boxes I'd been carrying with me were gone. I needed them back. They were the key to finding Alice, to understanding this mystery. The Dark Presence followed the choreography laid out to it in the manuscript, growing stronger and stronger, moving like a storm from one scene of destruction to the next. When the story reached the end it longed for, it would finally be free.
Is there a thermos around here? Damn. There's a thermos! Let's go! 100% completion in this creative map. Let's go. Come on, come on. Let's do this. Yippee! It's kind of weird not seeing this stuff in such a cinematic view, because these are all
I
like
broke into Hartman's office to learn the
cinematics in the game.
manuscript pages were on his desk, the ones I had found and more. I confronted him, furious. He admitted he had been lying and
He's supposed to be holding a gun, but you can't see it.
he was still trying to manipulate me, to use my writing for his own ends and to make the Dark Presence stronger in doing so.
Bro doesn't even show his best friend Barry. What the heck? This is... Oh my gosh, this is just so cool. I'm not gonna shut up. Oh, another manuscript page. 5 out of 4, or 5 out of 8.
Her screams rang in the stillness of the night. I saw myself run toward the cabin, flashlight in my hand. I followed my past self. I was an out-of-body observer, a time traveler in a crazy dream. This was the beginning. The night Alice had disappeared. The mystery of what had happened during the missing week was about to reveal itself.
Alright, here we go. Oh, first person mode, checkpoint, kinda. Oh, I'm still going. This is very interesting how they're telling this story now in this creative map.
Cabin, just like the manuscript described. It felt like I was reliving a suppressed memory, a waking nightmare. This was my chance to find out what had happened to Alice.
For your information, Alice has a phobia of the dark in the game, so that's just something interesting to note.
I remembered it all now. In the dark, I'd written for days, a week, almost a complete manuscript of a novel entitled Departure. Jagger had been my editor, whispering in my ear, making sure that the unfolding story would make her more and more powerful. I thought I was saving Alice. Yes. All right. I'll fix it.
She's under mind control. Bro, Bogstick, what are you doing in Alan Wake, bro? Episode 3 of 3.
The dark presence. I'd written a horror story, and now my own words were tearing my world apart.
Bro, are we gonna be able to see the...
to grow stronger, to spread its darkness. But somehow some part of me had been aware enough to write my own escape into the story. A way back to Cauldron Lake. To Alice.
Bro, are we gonna be able to see the rock band, the Anderson brothers' huge rock band with the flaming dragon in the game? That'd be dope if so. There's only 3 episodes. I think there's 6 in the original, which are like the game's like chapters / worlds kind of thing.
The story I had written in the cabin had come true. Touched by the dark presence, I'd written a horror story, but the end was still missing. The story was incomplete, and the last unfinished page of the manuscript still sat in the typewriter in the cabin study. If I could get back there, if I could read the page, then I could write my own ending to this story and save Alice.
Damn straight. We about to do that. They really be using the same asset over and over
Jagger
again.
was waiting for me, but I wasn't afraid.
Yeah, because you had the
I had
clicker.
light on my side. I
You
was
put the
ready.
clicker in her heart.
I fought Jagger with the light, shattered the darkness inside her. She was gone. But this was a horror story.
Yep.
And the ending had not yet been written.
He put a clicker in her and she dies of light because that gets rid of the monsters. Bro, Bogstick was there. What the heck?
There would be a price to pay.
Indeed, there would be. I literally like how they just put the entire game, a little shortened, summarized game, in Fortnite, and just like they just like did themselves dirty because now they can't even like have people buy the game because if they already know the story, like what's the point of even playing it, type of thing. Which I guess it makes sense for another tactic to buy Alan Wake 2, but it does kind of suck. Because, I mean, the first game is really good. Yep. Alice gets out of the dark place.
There's light and there's darkness. Cause and effect. There's guilt and there's atonement. But the scales always need to balance. Everything has a price.
Yep. And he sacrificed himself and he's in the dark place. Oh.
Alice was safe, but the balance had to be kept. I'd taken her place, a small price to pay. Now I was trapped here, in the dark place, outside reality.
I guess I'll keep my mouth shut then, because I didn't know if they were going to add the DLC part in this or not, so. But where are all them thermoses, though? My memories are broken. Bro, it's so light.
If I wanted to escape, I would have to start writing again. A new story. A sequel to Departure.
Return is the
My
name.
name is Alan Wake. I'm a writer.
Sorry for spoiling. I just want to show you guys that I know what's up. Trust me, I've played the first game. Pick up the last manuscript page.
By Alan Wake.
Returned by Alan Wake. He's stuck in the dark place. He has to rewrite another book to get himself out of the dark place to return back out into the real world to his wife, and then for happily ever after. That is what the second game will be about. What do you mean 7 out of 8? Yo, thermos! Oh, I thought it was a thermos.
It's hunting me. Its spies are always watching. It's trying to catch me. I think it did more than once.
This is for the second game.
Stealing my identity. It wants to be me. Replace me. Twisted version of me. Scratch. Mr. Scratch. It's slithering into the story. Once it's in the story, I have to use it to keep the story true. It got in. I have to make the story darker now. But that gives it power. That's bad. I don't want that. But I have no choice. It's an arms race. All right, now keep it together. Damn it. I'll be the first one to cross the finish line.
And I think that's it. Well, thank you guys so much for watching this creative map, Alan Wake Flashback. Absolutely amazing job done by the creative team. They know what they're doing with Creative 2.0. Again, amazing. If you're looking forward to Alan Wake 2 and you want to see me play it, I will probably be streaming it the day it comes out on Friday, October 27th. If you didn't know, the Alan Wake skin is dropping in the item shop October 26th. And if you want to get the Alan Wake skin early, you can go and buy Alan Wake 2 on the Epic Games Store. I know this may sound like a promotion. It's not. I just really like this game. And I'll see you in the next one. Later, bots.
Whoa! How could you kill Anna without me?